2, Matt Wren. At forward for Southern Illinois, a 6'4" senior from Oakville, Illinois, number 45, Abel Schroeder. At center for Indiana State, a 6'7" junior from Bloomington, Indiana, number 3, Jabril Conte. At center for Southern Illinois, a 6'7" freshman from Calumet City, Illinois, number 11, Sylvester Willis. At guard for Indiana State, a 6'3" freshman from Elgin, Illinois, number 1, Marcus Howard. At guard for Southern Illinois, a 6' junior from Mexico, Missouri, number 2, Marcus Belcher. At guard for Indiana State, a 5'11" senior from Batesville, Indiana, number 5, Michael Menzer. At guard for Southern Illinois, a 6'2" sophomore from Mount Vernon, Illinois, number 33, Kent Williams. And introducing the head coaches for Indiana State and for Southern Illinois, Bruce Weber. Sylvester Willis. Jabril Conte. Jabril Conte. Three-point basket, Joshua Cross. Southern Illinois foul on number 11, Sylvester Willis. His first, team first. Marcus Howard. Marcus Howard. In the game for Southern Illinois, number 23, Jermaine Dearman. Keelan Block. Joshua Cross. Jabril Conte. Kent Williams.
This guy right here, 45. Yeah. Oh. Five blue.
Foul on number 5, Michael Menzer. That's his first foul, first team foul.
I didn't get all the numbers, yeah. Forward 24. Okay. You guys need me? Do it? I'm sorry. Got a whole bunch of changes going on here.
Illinois. Number 4, Tyrese Bowie. Number 24, Touche Harvey. And number 3, Brandon Mells. Michael Menzer with the basket. Jermaine Dearman.
Started to say Ryan Sears. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah. Yeah.
In the game for Southern Illinois, number 45, Abel Schroeder, and number 11, Sylvester Willis. Matt Wren. Southern Illinois foul on number 45, Abel Schroeder. His first, team second. At the line, shooting 1. Number 32, Matt Wren. In the game for Indiana State, number 3, Jabril Conte. In for Southern Illinois, number 33, Kent Williams. Number 12, Joshua Cross. And number 23, Jermaine Dearman.
Who else in for Indiana State?
Also in for Indiana State, number 14, Keelan Block. Indiana State foul on number 11, Matt Berry.
Right.
His first foul, second team foul. Touche Harvey shooting 2. Timeout on the floor.
and received first-team All-Missouri Valley Conference honors in 2001. Academics are important to the Missouri Valley Conference. Let's salute Matt Wren, today's Prairie Farms Missouri Valley Conference Scholar Athlete of the Game. Back to Dan McLaughlin and Scott Highmark.
Thank you, John. Matt Wren in this game with 3. All-conference performer, as you mentioned. And his club is up by 2. Indiana State and Southern Illinois in game 2 of Arch Madness of 4 this afternoon.
It's good to see Matt Wren taking care of business in the classroom with the 3.7 grade point. That's pretty strong.
Well, he's not in the classroom. He's in the training room with ice.
Exactly. That time, Conte with a nice dive to the basket. And again, Indiana State very cognizant of their matchups down low.
Conte with 6, and Wren getting set to check back in for Royce Waldman. Brandon Mells in a double team. Dearman an open look. Got it. He'll tell you it's a shooter's role.
I think Indiana State's going to think that Jermaine Dearman's going to be NBA All-Star at the end of this season. He's getting everything to go against him.
He has 4 in this game. Lead is 2 for Indiana State. A whistle and a hold. Gonna go against Kent Williams, a sophomore, sensational player who comes in averaging 18 points a game. That's his first personal. Indiana State has started this game 7 of 12 from the field. Southern Illinois 5 of 12. And now that's updated 8 of 13 and 6 of 13.
Yeah, both teams doing a good job offensively, getting good shots. Their shot selection has been fantastic. Neither team really got their scores involved yet, though.
Here's one of them that needs to get involved. That was Wren to block. Good look to Howard. Pulls up. Yes. Twice we saw, Scott, 2 different players could have pulled up and taken the jump shot, and they got a better look there on the wing.
When you reverse the basketball and you work some shot clock, the defense eventually gets tired, and that's what they did that time. And Glock still hit a pretty tough jump shot.
Quick hands here by Menser. Belcher the foul.
Well, watch Indiana State and the patience. That time Wren could have shot the basketball. He throws it up top. They reverse the ball one more time. He gives a little pump fake, gets a little body, and knocks down the short jump shot. Again, that's what I like so much about Matt Wren. He could have forced that shot up, but his patience really helps his team.
Welsh to Wren. Just over 10 minutes to play in our first half. Keelan Block guarded by Schroeder. Both teams have been very patient offensively.
Really making them work.
Just about each possession. Shot clock is at 5. Wren fading away. Kept alive by Conte, pulled away by Belcher. Here come the Salukis. Schroeder in the open floor. Leaning in, a foul, and we'll go the other way. Offensive is the call against Abel Schroeder, the senior from Oakville, Illinois.
Well, nice job by Southern kicking it out in transition. Credit Abel Schroeder going in strong. Matt Wren just beats him to the spot. Looks like it was a good call. Matt Wren does it all. He rebounds, he shoots threes, he's patient on offense, and that time he picks up the charge.
Jabril Conte may have been hurt on this play. Let's see. Came down hard on his right hand. He has a bandage.
Looks like he's holding his wrist. Anytime you get up in the air as high as he gets up, you always have a chance for injury. I never knew much about that, Dan.
Gonna go against Belcher. The reach in. That's his second personal.
Belcher's got to be careful. He's going to take himself out of the basketball game, although you have a nice experienced player like Brandon Mells coming in, who also hawks the ball extremely well. You don't want to take yourself out in the basketball game with a foul 30 feet from the basket.
Yeah. Here is Wren, who has 3, guarded by Cross. Welsh thought he was fouled, and here come the Salukis the other way. Cross in the open floor. He was tripped up and a foul. Royce Waltman doesn't like the call.
Again, the Salukis will like to push it up in transition. Josh Cross, one of the better finishers for the Salukis. This time he tries to make a move across the lane. Looks like his feet just get tangled with Matt Wren, but the referee thought that there was a little more contact than maybe there was.
Dearman for the Salukis to cross inside the arc. An air ball, but Dearman kept it alive and kicked it to Mells. He'll try a 3. No good. Dearman again. Little crossover through this double team and slow it down here.
I think that's a great idea. Nice offensive rebounds by Dearman.
Here's Williams. Tough shot. High arcing, no good. Cross. That's their third offensive rebound in this possession.
They're doing a fantastic job. Kent Williams itching for a shot. A scorer at times is going to want to get a shot, and Kent Williams certainly looking for one for himself.
He's tied up with Conte and Dearman. And possession arrow goes back to Indiana State.
Dearman really wants the basketball after getting 2 offensive rebounds. He's really jacked up about the way he's playing, but you can't turn right into the defense or it's going to get taken away from you.
Mel's fantastic hustle into press row. And the Salukis have it. Touche Harvey with the basketball for the Salukis. Will reset the offense.
Well, we noticed last weekend that when Marcus Belcher was out of the game, Southern looked a little bit confused in terms of what they wanted to get into.
Cross. There's an open man. It was Harvey. He couldn't handle the pass.
Again, that's a good idea. Anytime they double team Williams when he comes off the screen, which they are going to do, you got to reverse the basketball. That time, just took your eye off the basketball.
19-15. Sycamores. Keelan Block, who can hang in the air, does so there, and that falls. And now timeout is taken. Block with 4, and the Sycamores faithful rise to their feet. Come to the forefront here.
All rebounding is 1-2, and Southern has some guys that want to go get the basketball. Dearman and Cross particularly do a great job being physical and going hard to the offensive glass. I'm sure Royce Waltman said, hey guys, we got to put some bodies on these Southern Illinois Salukis.
6-2 offensive rebounds in this game. Joshua Cross, one of those players that you mentioned, you have to want to do it. Jermaine Dearman, another one.
The interesting thing is neither of them are particularly big.
Right.
But Dearman's about 6'8", only goes about 210 pounds, and Cross is about 6'4.5".
Here's Williams off a pick. Tough shot and got it right at the free throw line. And Kent Williams has 4.
That's the curl move that Kent Williams loves to come up the middle, off the screen, right up towards the free throw line and knock down that short jump shot.
Here's Menser inside the arc. Trying to answer back. Can't. Pulled away by Mel. Strong rebound there. You know he likes to push it. Picks up his dribble. Dearman inside. Strong move. He had Red on his hip and a good pass. Good recognition there from the top.
Really was. And Dearman made himself available to catch the basketball where Mel's had no other place to throw it but Dearman because he was so wide open.
Dearman with 6. Keelan Block guarded by Cross. Back to Menser. Conte trying to answer back. Strong move inside. Jabril Conte. He has 8.
Conte's an absolute load down there. Goes about 235 pounds. So Dearman's given up about 20 pounds. He's got to work to get better position on the post when guarding him.
Touche Harvey for Southern Illinois. Little crossover. Picks up the dribble. Has help in Mel's. 6:50 to play. Williams an open look. He can hit that. And he misses it this time.
They were fortunate because that's a good look for Kent Williams. Can't give him too many good looks like that.
Matt Wren is slowly making his way up the court. Great feed inside and count it. Jabril Conte. So Conte is now in double figures. He has 10, a chance at 11.
That was a beautiful feed by Menser to Conte, and Conte strong enough to get up and finish that play.
Here is Matt Wren. You can see he gets tied up, and that stress fracture bothering him there. He was slow getting up, slow making it to the offensive end, and he will have a seat.
The thing with stress fractures is there's nothing you can do but rest. And this is not the time of year where college basketball players get a lot of rest, and he's a tough enough kid where he's going to try to play through it because, hey, he may have only a couple games left in his college basketball career. So credit him. He's a fantastic competitor.
Bowie pulls away the miss. Conte stuck at 10. The lead is 6 for the Sycamores. Here's Abel Schroeder, just checked back in the game. Bowie off a pick from 10. Yes, Tyrese Bowie.
Nice recognition by Bowie. That time Kent Williams, instead of receiving the screen, set the screen. And Indiana State didn't want to leave him, so that left Bowie with the short jump shot.
That's the key, guys like Bowie and Cross and Harvey hitting those open looks. And there's a foul. Offensive is the call.
Good defensive rotation by Southern Illinois. You're going to get beat off the dribble at times, but if you can rotate your defense and get to the basket, you have an opportunity to pick up some charges.
Keelan Block a little aggressive there. Sylvester Willis taking the charge. His team, though, down by 4. Joe Breckenridge, Matt Wren, and Ryan Sears, the top 5 players this year in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Michael Menzer for Indiana State was the second team, as was Kent Williams. So we've got 3 of the top 10 players in the Missouri Valley in this basketball game here.
Saw Northern Iowa, the big winner last night. Breckenridge, will see him on display.
He had 15 rebounds last night, just an absolute warrior.
They are the 10th seed.
That was a big upset for Northern Iowa.
Bowie for 3. Had the open look, knocked around, and it's pulled away by Terrence Avery.
Not the shot you're looking for if you're Southern coming out of the timeout.
Keelan Block had it tied up, and then he traveled. So 2 consecutive possessions, one in which he was out of control in the charge, and now this time he travels.
He has a tendency to get a little bit wild on the offensive end, but you hate to curtail that because he does some good things as well, but you kind of have to live with some turnovers as well.
See the points off turnovers, and the Salukis have done a good job. Mel's right wing.
Trying to get a double screen for Schroeder off the top of the key there.
Williams will set the offense. Under 5 minutes to play. 8 on the shot clock. Williams for 3. No good. Matt Wren pulls it away.
Again, that's not Kent Williams' game, playing off the dribble. He can do it a little bit, but he likes to catch it and shoot it better.
They go inside. Strong move by Avery, the 6'9" junior.
Nice job by Avery. Got deep position down there on the post, got his man on his hip, and if he catches the ball down there, he's too big and strong. He's going to score that every time.
That's his first 2 of the afternoon. Mel's for the Salukis. Brandon Mel's looking for help. Has it. Good look to Schroeder. Put it on the floor and got it blocked away. And then a foul.
It was a beautiful look. Nice take by Abel Schroeder, but nice weak side defense. As we see Mel's with a nice pass down low. Matt Berry came over weak side, knocked it out of bounds, gives Indiana State another possession.
Couple of substitutions now for the Salukis. Joshua Cross back in the game, as well as Touche Harvey.
Josh Cross had a big night at senior night there at Southern, along with Abel Schroeder. It was good to see those guys go out with a bang versus Evansville. They had a great basketball game individually. They were disappointed, obviously, that they lost this basketball game, but Bruce Weber thinks they're playing some of their best basketball here in the last week of the season.
Matt Wren to the line. Finished 4th in scoring in the conference. He's stuck on 3 points.
And that's the depth of Indiana State. They don't have to have Menser and Wren score a bunch of points to compete with teams in this league. They've got a lot of good players, and both of their stars are patient enough to let the game come to them.
Cross to Willis. Under 4 minutes to play, first half. Belcher playing with 2 fouls, picks up his dribble.
I want to pick up your dribble right there.
Williams, a good pass to Willis. Wow, that's a great pass by Ken Williams.
Beautiful play by Williams. They're doing a great job as Indiana State. Marcus Howard is hawking him, face guarding him wherever he goes. Williams did a nice backdoor cut to create the opportunity to get the basketball and made a nice delivery.
Willis has 4. Knocked out of bounds and will stay right here. We'll take a timeout, 3:29 to play.
Into the lane, instead of forcing the shot, made a nice dish off to Sylvester Willis.
Kent Williams, one of the top scorers, averaging 18 points a game. So you know that the attention is going to be directed his way, and he can draw a lot of that attention and dish. Avery, yes, he has 4.
Nice added bonus from Avery. He's got 4, only averages 8 points a game. When you can bring a guy like that off the bench and give you some offensive production, it certainly helps your cause.
Belcher for the Salukis. Willis pops out. Just over 3 minutes to play. Belcher can hit him when he sets his feet like that. Misses the mark. Avery, though, great hustle to keep it alive, and it'll stay with Southern Illinois.
Nice job by the Salukis. Belcher set the back screen, popped out, had wide open three-point shot. That's a shot Bruce Weber's going to live with all night.
Jabril Conte will check in for Terrence Avery, the 6'9 junior, who gets a nice hand. 4 points off the bench in the first half. Touche Harvey inside the arc. Off the back iron, and Menser has it. Menser and Wren have been quiet for Indiana State.
They really have. Look for them to run some set plays to get those guys more involved on the offensive end of the floor.
This guy, though, has not been quiet. That's Conte. Wren pops out. He has 3. Marcus Howard, guarded by Williams. Here's Wren against Cross. 2 seniors hooking up. Great ball movement there. Howard inside, yes. The easy 2 off the glass. Marcus Howard has 8.
They swung that ball from the other corner all the way around the horn to Marcus Howard, and Marcus Howard had a nice individual effort with the crossover move.
Their biggest lead is now at 8. Here's Cross trying to cut into it. Offensive foul called against Willis. Jabril Conte on the receiving end.
That's good footwork by Conte. He's done it all night on the offensive end. That time he moves his feet against Willis. Willis likes to put his head down and go right at the basket. Conte moves his feet, gets set. Maybe a little bit of acting, but I'm sure Indiana State will take the call.
Willis with 3 personal fouls now. And the Sycamore faithful come to their feet. Well, time now for the great equalizer, brought to you by Equal Sweetener. There you see field goal percentage in this game, 68% for Indiana State. Southern Illinois at 39.
Well, most of their shot are point-blank layups, so Southern's got to do a better job of putting pressure on the basketball so it's not as easy to make that entry pass into the post.
Now, there's no doubt the game plan was pound it inside. They have done that. Under 2 minutes to play, first half. Here's Menser.
They really show good patience on offense. They don't try to force things. They don't do a lot of things individually off the dribble. They try to make sure they get a shot that they want.
And Menser is hurting. He's holding his right knee and running around in the middle of the court.
I didn't see what happened with Menser, but he played until the play stopped.
Looks like he collided knees when he had the basketball.
Fortunately, that's an injury that you can shake off as long as you stay on your feet, keep moving it.
Jabril Conte to the line. Let's see if this is where he may have done it. Yeah. Looks like he kind of lost his balance a little bit. Maybe buckled on him just a bit.
Yeah, that happens at times. They're going to sit him down for a short rest, I would imagine. He'll probably come back in before the half ends here.
Conte hits it. And the lead is 32-23. Cross for the Salukis. They need to get something going here right before the half ends.
Southern needs a good possession. Look for Kent Williams to try to get at least a touch.
He's got it now.
They double screen Kent Williams every time he comes off a high ball screen.
Williams driving. Pump fake, nowhere to go. Creates something. Cross picks it up and gets fouled by Conte.
Just an excellent effort by Josh Cross. Williams likes to get in that lane and use that pump fake, get guys in the air. That time, Indiana State didn't go for it, but Josh Cross, another fantastic job on the offensive glass.
Cross misses the first. Matt Bren will have a seat.
Red not happy with that call, but Royce Walton's going to sit him out for the rest of the half.
Cross misses that one. He's stuck with 5 points. It'll stay with Southern Illinois.
And credit Jermaine Dearman again getting his hands on a lot of basketballs on the offensive glass. That's probably a tough call, but Southern going to get another possession here.
Looked like a good call. Stripped away by Menser. And a foul against Dearman. If you're Bruce Weber, you're saying that's the last place that Jermaine Dearman picks up a foul.
Well, that's exactly right. Your big man's too valuable, and he's playing too well against this Indiana State team to foul 90 feet from the basket. As we see, you're not going to take the ball from one of the best point guards in the Missouri Valley Conference, so just run back, set your defense, try to finish the half off light.
Menser has 2 in this game. He goes to the line, the 5'11" senior from Batesville, Indiana. Averaging 13 points a game.
He's been quiet, but he's been getting the basketball to Conte down low.
He now has 3. The lead is 10, double digits for the first time. And Michael Menser eyes it up and hits them both. Lead at 11 with just over a minute to play, and the Sycamore faithful on their feet. The Salukis need to get something going before the half ends. Here's Harvey hanging. Great defense. Menser the steal. Trying to push. It was knocked away. Here's Mells to the goal. Count it! Brandon Mells.
Salukis were very fortunate that time. Mells got the steal, came down, made an excellent decision. He had Williams on the wing, but Indiana State flared out to cover him, and Mells went right in to the basket to finish it. You see that Harvey jumping up in the air trying to pass, not a good idea. Menser trying to push the ball up. Southern gets a hand on it, and Mells brings it hard the other way, makes a good decision, goes up strong, and gets the foul.
Mells has 3. That cuts into the lead. 34-26. A difference of about 4 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock. Keelan blocked for the Sycamores. Conte's open, has his man on his hip. That's Cross.
I think they think it's a little early to throw it down to Conte. I think they're going to go back to him right here.
Menser, a triple team. Tough shot, Avery, no good. Block has it. 4 seconds to play. Keelan Block behind his back. Off the back iron, no good. Tipped around, and that's how the half will end. Royce Waldman and the Sycamores of Indiana State, the number 5 seed, taking it to the number 4 seed. 34-26, an 8-point lead. We're at the half of game 2 of 4 this afternoon. John Walters, we've got a good one.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. Indeed you do, because Indiana State finishing that first half strong to lead it by 8 at the half. And how about the pride of Royce Waltman's team, the defending regular season champions in the Missouri Valley Conference, not ready to end their season without a fight. They want to...
An open look. Cross the offensive rebound. They kick it to Belcher. Quickly down low to Dearman, who's double teamed. Nice move inside. That's strong by Jermaine Dearman.
See, I like that matchup with Matt Wren on Jermaine Dearman. I think that's an advantage Southern needs to take advantage, because they're not letting Kent Williams get many good looks at the basket.
Dearman has 8. The lead is 8. Menser, good defense by Belcher. Crossover by Menser, looking for help, has it in Keelan Block. Tough shot, no good. A rebound, a whistle, and we'll go the other way. There was a reason why Conte got that rebound. He pushed off and picked up the foul.
He's worked hard all night. As we see Wren and Dearman working down there on the post. Dearman's got about 3 inches on Wren, so he's going to be a tough matchup for Matt Wren. It'll be interesting to see if Royce Walton doesn't switch off and have somebody else like Conte guard Dearman on the post.
Conte is first personal. Schroeder pops out for Southern Illinois. They're trying to get back in this game. Here's Dearman, who has 8. Open look for Cross. He can hit it. Does so there from the right side.
Well, they keep Wren on him, but they decide to double team him on the post. That time Dearman, smart enough, kicks it out of the post, and Cross knocks down the jump shot.
Cross has 8. The lead is down to 5. As now the Saluki fans come alive. Wren kicks it out. Menser. 15:50 to play.
Good defense by Belcher getting through that screen.
Cross is there. We'll go the other way. Fantastic defense there by Belcher and Cross.
Southern getting excited. Their crowd's getting into it. They drove 2 hours from Carbondale, so they're looking to make a run here against Indiana State.
They're bumping. It's been physical. Game 2 of 4 on the afternoon, 38-33.
Indiana State fans have their game faces on for this one. Their Sycamores lead it by 5. Here's a look at the National Car Rental scores and schedule from around the Missouri Valley Conference. Last night, SMS beat Wichita by 12, and then the upset, Northern Iowa knocking off Drake 59-53. And earlier today, a defensive domination by Creighton in the second half to win it by 22 over SMS. And fellas, Joshua Cross, 1 of 3 on the season from three-point range. He's hit the only 2 threes of this game.
Yeah, he's been something, John, and we've seen him hit the open looks, but not beyond the arc this season. But he just hit one moments ago, and now this lead is cut to 5 as the Salukis are trying to crawl back in it. It's been nip and tuck between these two teams all season long. Dearman hits the floor, and here's Belcher. Backdoor cut by Williams. Good pass. He just couldn't handle it.
Well, that's a good thought. That's what you got to do when the defense is overplaying your best player. You got to run him backdoor, and I'm sure Bruce Weber set that up in the timeout.
Keelan block. Got it.
He's been good. We talked about good players that get in the lane and he can elevate, hit that short jump shot. He's had a lot of success with that here today.
One of the more athletic players in the conference. He has 6. Here's Schroeder. Lead is at 7. Williams. He just can't get going right now. Now he fouls. That's frustration there by the sophomore, Kent Williams.
Well, you work so hard to get open. You come off screens. You've been doing that for 30 minutes here tonight, and you finally get a good open look, and you can't knock it down, and you get the frustration foul.
Williams with his 2nd personal. Now the Salukis will pick up the defensive pressure here.
That's the luxury you have if you're Indiana State. You can have your 6'8" power forward bring the ball up against the press, and it basically negates the whole pressure.
Inside, Conte, strong move, and pulled away by Dearman. They're letting him bang down there on the block.
Nice job by Dearman of not fouling.
Abel Schroeder for the Salukis. It's 40-33. Dearman. Got it. Jermaine Dearman off the bench in double figures with 10.
And Jermaine Dearman wants the basketball. He's flashing hard to the basketball with his hands up, telling his teammates to get him the basketball. Doing a good job making himself available.
Matt Berry doesn't see much clock. Great cut, great look. Matt Wren, one senior to the other.
Those are the seniors that we're talking about, and there's a reason that they're 2 of the best players Indiana State's ever had. Matt Wren, again, getting overplayed, went back door, and Mentor with a beautiful delivery.
Wren with 7. Dearman again trying to answer. Partially blocked, looked like he got fouled, no call. And they're banging inside, will go the other way. Conte and Dearman are banging inside. They're letting them play, and this time Dearman whistled for the foul.
How about Wren and Mentor? Those 2 players have played together for so long, they know exactly what the other is going to do. That time, Mentor with the nice delivery. Again, when you get backdoor, when you get overplayed, you got to go backdoor, and Wren cuts hard to the basket and finishes the play.
Dearman playing with 3 personal fouls. Now we have a whistle. And a technical. A technical against Bruce Weber, the head coach of Southern Illinois.
You talked about the physical play. I think the referees have been consistent on both ends. They're really letting it go, but Bruce Weber trying to change the complexion of the game a little bit, maybe get his team fired up. Oftentimes after a coach gets a technical, the guys get together for the Southern Illinois as they're doing right now, and they decide, hey, we got 13 minutes and 43 seconds to make sure our season doesn't end.
Mentor with 7, make it 8. So he picks up the tee when the score was 42-35. And now it's 44-35 after the 2 makes. And they have the basketball. Fun watching Bruce Weber get after it because he is recruiting to Southern Illinois. When he got there, cupboard was just a bit bare. He had to do a lot of dirty work and get some kids in, and he did.
Well, he's a fiery coach and studied under Gene Cady for 18 years, so you know he's going to be pretty fiery.
block strong to the goal, and a whistle and a foul. And that'll go against Tyrese Bowie, the 6'6" junior from Savannah, Georgia.
I like the fact that Indiana State's really taking the ball to the basket strong. They're not relying on the jump shots because Southern's simply not letting those shots become available. So they're doing a good job taking the ball right at them.
Just like that, Menser couldn't get it to fall. Pulled away by Brandon Mells, and here come the Salukis. Williams is open. That might get him going. A three from the wing for Ken Williams. He has 7.
Good decision by Mells there on the fast break. Anytime you can penetrate and kick, Williams is as good a shooter as anybody in this league. Maybe that'll give him some confidence here for the Salukis.
Lead is at 6. Here is Wren. These guys are banging down low. I was just watching them, not even watching the basketball. And Conte worked for it and got it.
Well, it paid off for Conte. He's posting up in the lane. I think Bruce Weber was yelling at the referees, asking for a 3-second call, because if you let a big guy like Conte camp out in the lane, you can't stop him.
Conte has 13 for Indiana State, and they have the lead at 46-38. Williams again. Watch out! Here he goes.
He's explosive. He had 48 points on this very court in high school, so we know he can score some points. He's got 2 in a row going. Here come the Southern crowd.
Williams with 10. He's in double figures, along with Wren and Dearman. Menser trying to answer. Off the side of the rim, strong rebound by Conte. Menser again. How many times has he missed? Twice, pulled away by Schroeder.
2 good looks by Menser. You don't see him miss too many shots like that. He's going to continue to shoot those shots.
Here's Williams, guarded by Menser. Williams was hacked, but no foul. And Bruce Weber wanted a call. Now he'll get a timeout. We'll stay right here. It's 46-41, and look at the reaction of Bruce Weber on his face.
Well, I think he's excited. You can just see it in Williams' eyes how excited he is after he hit those 2 3-pointers. The very next possession, he's wanting the basketball. Watch him move without the basketball. He comes off 2 screens there, comes around a 3rd screen, and knocks down the 3-point shot from 3 feet behind the line. That's pretty tough to guard unless you double team that.
Scotty, you were a great scorer in high school and college. You hit.
He's going to try to put on some weight so that he can fight through those screens, take the ball to the basket a little bit more, but he's had a fantastic sophomore campaign, and as we all know, you can't let him get a good look at the basket.
Nope. 3-point field goal leaders. There's a look at the top 4 in the conference, and now the Salukis trying to pull even closer. 46-41. Here's Williams. Whistle and a foul against Marcus Howard.
The thing that Kent Williams does is he doesn't settle just for the jump shot. He does put it on the floor usually a couple times that time. Takes the ball.
5-point game with 11:32 to play. Sure to join us for the 2001 State Farm Missouri Valley Women's Basketball Tournament, March 8th through 10th in Springfield, Missouri. Hoops in the Heartland from the Hammond Student Center. The 2001 State Farm Missouri Valley Women's Basketball Tournament. Don't miss a minute. Ought to be a great one.
Thank you, John. The shoulder of Touche Harvey. Tyrese Bowie. No good, and Indiana State pulls it away. They lead by 5, 46-41. Scott Highmark, Dan McLaughlin, John Walter. Howard, Menser.
Indiana State showed great patience all day on offense. They just will not settle for a bad shot.
Here's Conte. Bowie, great defense, and
Except
picks
for that
up the
time.
miss. Yeah. Mells has the numbers. Williams thought about the 3 and pulls it back. He's open. This could be his 3rd. No good. Rebound pulled away by Conte.
Again, a good look for Kent Williams at the basket. Harvey set a nice screen for him to come off the top of the screen.
If you're Bruce Weber, you have no problem with that shot.
Absolutely not.
10.5 to play. Remember on Monday night? Came down to the final pass and the final shot. The turnaround. Avery got it.
Over the double team. Southern came with the double team. anytime Indiana State's throwing it to the post, Southern is converging and double teaming that. That time Avery just had a beautiful turnaround fadeaway jump shot.
See if the Salukis can answer. Good look there by Mells to Harvey, and they do.
Beautiful cut by Harvey along the baseline. Nice delivery by Brandon Mells. We've seen his court vision here today. Another excellent delivery.
Well, under 10 minutes to play, and the lead is back at 5. Menser for the Sycamores, and a timeout taken. Royce Waltman wants a quick one here to talk things over.
I don't think he's a shooter. And Indiana State's kind of rotating guys on him. You throw a guy like Block on him, then you throw a guy like Menser, and you can even throw a guy like Wren and show his size against Kent Williams to really bother him.
Wren to inbound to Menser, and here we go again. 9:40 to play. Creighton has already advanced in Arch Madness. They won against Southwest Missouri State. A hold against Touche Harvey. And he doesn't like the call one bit.
Pretty good aggressive defense, and that's the way Bruce Weber likes his team to play defense. He learned from Gene Cady at Purdue, and they play a very physical style of defense, very active. Kind of put your hand on him, use a little hand check, and very active hands, and that time just got whistled for the foul.
Howard at the line, he has 8. And it's the first. .9:31 to play. And Marcus Howard, just a freshman from Illinois, knocks them both down. And the lead is at 7.
If you're 7, you'd like to see Jermaine Dearman maybe get a touchdown low. He's had a lot of success, and you know they're going to be coming after Schroeder, who's the only shooter in the basketball game now for 7.
Yeah. This is Harvey to Southern Illinois to Schroeder. The man he just talked about. Touche Harvey driving hard to the goal, and it won't fall, but he'll go to the line.
Nice job by Harvey. I think he's learned something from Kent Williams about how to move without the basketball. Used the screen, kept bending around, curling around the screen, and he's athletic enough where if he gets in the lane, he's going to be tough to stop.
Howard whistled for the foul. He has 2. And Harvey has 5 off the bench. 5 of the 19, now 6 of the 20 off the bench. So good production from Southern Illinois' bench play here today.
Can't ask more than that from your bench if you're Coach Bruce Weber. You need some more production out of your starters.
Yep. Well, if Williams gets going, Joshua Cross gets going, Schroeder gets some open looks.
Well, they're certainly capable.
Yeah, make a run. Here's Menser in the lane. Rebound on the floor. Wren has it and calls a timeout, a heads-up play. So Wren picked up the loose ball on the floor. Alertly called the timeout. Automatic to get into the field of 64.
With an RPI at 25, I think most people think they're a lock anyway, but Creighton certainly wants to play for the highest seed possible in the NCAA tournament.
They are loaded. Here's Wren. Looking for help, has it in Howard. Gets it back, right side, 20 on the shot clock. Harvey had a hand on it. A whistle and a foul will go the other way, and that'll go against the senior Matt Wren.
Tell you what, Matt Wren's really hurting right now. I don't think he wants to show it, but you can just kind of see it in his eyes. He got crunched on that play. They didn't get the foul, and he picked up the personal after he tries to pass it out of the double team here, but you can just see it in his eyes. He didn't go after that basketball very hard, and Matt Wren's one of the most competitive players you'll ever see, so he's certainly hurt, and you credit the senior for trying to play through his pain.
3 personal fouls, and you could see it on Monday night that he was dragging just a bit, but he played through it. He had a lot of shooting problems, but still wound up in double figures and wound up being a key down the stretch to get Indiana State back in the game.
Well, he's a key no matter if he's scoring or not. Just his presence out there really helps the Sycamore team.
Williams to Belcher, an open look, no good. Dearman strong on the glass.
Dearman's just been fantastic on the offensive boards. Indiana State not getting a body on him. When you got a live, active body like Jermaine Dearman, you better put somebody on him.
Dearman has 12, and the lead is down to 3.
This is where Indiana State needs to show that patience again.
Avery had a good look. And here is Williams. A chance to tie with a 3 here.
Bruce Weber trying to hold his troops up, make sure they don't get too excited and take a bad one here.
Cross inside to Dearman. He's fouled by Avery. And the Southern Illinois fans are on their feet.
You got to go with the hot hand. If Dearman's having success down low, you got to set it up. Keep trying to get him the basketball, because either he's going to score or he's going to get fouled.
We'll take a timeout as Dearman will go to the line. Belcher the open look and the miss, but they have been all over the glass thanks to that man, Jermaine Dearman.
The beast on the low post, as we see here against Matt Wren. He's got too much size for Wren. He's done a great job on the offensive glass. This time gets great position down low. And then he also goes after the ball on the miss, as he did right there, and finished it strong. Jermaine Dearman, an active live body, bringing the Salukis back.
12 points, 6 of 10, 8 rebounds for Dearman off the bench here this afternoon. He has the basketball, almost fouled by Conte. Dearman, the 6-8er, couldn't get it to go.
Almost on cue, but nice effort by Dearman. That's what you want from him. Take the ball right at Indiana State. He's had success doing that all day.
He's 6'8", handling the basketball, then pounds down low with guys like Conte.
Should we dare say he's got a little Scottie Pippen in him?
No.
That may be saying a bit much.
Yes.
Okay.
Little much. Little stretch. Belcher whistled for the foul with 7:09 to play, and Menser to the line, who's a very good free throw shooter, 82%.
When you think about leading the nation in the assist-to-turnover ratio, which is what most basketball people, most coaches look at, that is a tremendous feat. And you also got Stanton from Evansville, who's in the top 5 in assist-to-turnover ratio in the nation.
Menser with 10. He is in double figures. Think about this, Scott. He's got 37 turnovers total on the year.
I had 10 in one game in college.
Yeah. A steal by Marcus Howard. Lays it up in and off the glass.
Marcus Howard, real good-looking freshman, got out in the passing lanes. Again, it's the second time he's done it here today. Overplaying Kent Williams every chance he can get.
Howard has 12. Left side to Cross with under 7 minutes to play. Dearman, a whistle and a foul that'll go against Conte underneath.
Again, I don't think Indiana State has an answer for Dearman on the post, so if Southern can be patient enough and use the clock, work it around, and get Dearman in position to score, I think he's going to be a tough matchup.
Jermaine Dearman to the line. He has 12 on the afternoon. And Marcus Howard will check out of the game for Indiana State and gets a nice round of applause after that big steal.
With him out of the game, they'll probably throw block on Kent Williams and continue to make him work.
Dearman the miss, and Conte the rebound, and Cross is hurt underneath.
Looks like he's holding his ankle. Might have gone up for the rebound and come down on somebody's foot, which is not a whole lot of fun.
No.
Done that a few times in my day.
.633 to go, and Cross is on the floor, and we hope he's okay. The 6th man of the year a year ago in the Missouri Valley Conference, and here's a look.
We see him go up and getting pushed, and we can't see his foot there, but I'm sure he came down on somebody else's ankle and just rolled it. You hope it's just not serious to the point where it's going to put him out for the rest of the game. Sometimes if you get up quick and walk it off, you're able to play through it, but he's not getting up very quickly, and he's one of the toughest kids in the Valley.
Yep. A year ago at Arch Madness, he had a putback dunk where he landed on his tailbone and his head, and it was painful to watch. And we had all different angles of it, of the replay, and he wound up coming back and trying to play. because he's tough. He's a tough kid, like you said, and couldn't do it. Now the big question is, what happens to the Salukis with Cross out?
Well, you got to throw Tyrese Bowie in the mix, and a little less experience than Josh Cross. You like to have your experience and your leaders in the game at the end of the ball game, especially in a tight game like this.
Wren for Indiana State.
You feel as if each possession is just critical. There's still 6 minutes to go on the floor, but each team trying to make sure they get a good look.
Block, got it blocked. Under 6 minutes to play. Here is Mills. They go inside to Dearman. Bowie gets it back. Dearman wants it back.
Boy, they missed him. He threw it out of the post. Sometimes you throw it out of the post, you reestablish position, you get it right back to him.
Here's Schroeder. Back to Mills for 3. Bang!
Here come the Salukis again. Anytime you can penetrate and kick, you drive, you draw, and you dish it. Brandon Mills stepping up big for the Salukis.
Mills with 6. Lead back down to 4. Menser answers on the other side.
And that's why he's one of the best point guards in the Missouri Valley Conference. Royce Waltman getting fired up on the sidelines.
Menser with 13, and that's their first 3 of the afternoon.
You can't let Michael Menser come off that high ball screen and not hedge out, because he's too good a shooter. He's missed a couple here tonight, but he's too good a shooter. He's going to end up hitting some, as he just did.
Bowie. A whistle and a foul. That'll go against Wren of Indiana State. The 3s are raining down here at Arch Madness.
This time you got the drive and the kick to Mills for 3. Second one on the night. And then Menser comes down off the high ball screen there. Dearman doesn't step up. Menser knocks down the 3.
The senior leader, Menser. Bowie at the line. 57-51. Matt Wren with 4 personal fouls after that last pickup, as Bowie missed them both.
So he's struggling just to get down the court. Not real active on offense.
Lead is at 7. Menser backing it up. He's just a smart player.
He really is. Makes good decisions. Doesn't force anything. Makes sure his team works the clock and gets it down to the point where they want to get a good shot.
Keelan Block couldn't get it to go with the left hand and a strong move.
Well, Wren's almost a non-factor now, so you're playing 4-on-5 almost offensively. So I think Southern's picked up on the fact that Wren's not going to be real active on the offensive end, and they're going to make somebody else beat him.
And he's playing with 4 personal fouls now, too. Here is Abel Schroeder, the senior from Oakville, Illinois. Partially blocked, but a foul. That'll go against Matt Berry.
A lot of people think Schroeder's just a straight catch and shoot type of guy, but he can put it on the floor. He's fairly strong. He's the 6'5" senior. He's got good size.
And Royce Waltman peeled off the coat.
He's fiery as ever.
Monday night he put on an exhibition. He had the coat off. He had the tie off. He looked like John Travolta.
They let you do that.
Saturday Night Fever, you know. He had the top buttons unbuttoned on his shirt. He was stripping down.
Saturday Night Fever in Terre Haute.
Nothing like it, Scott. (57-52). Here is Menser. Block. Ron Williams. Oh! And a whistle and a foul.
Dearman trying to plead his case, but that's the way you go up strong to the basket and try to dunk it, and that's 4 fouls on him, so that's extremely important for Indiana State to draw his 4th foul as active as he's been. That time, instead of stepping up trying to take the charge, he just kind of hip checks Keelan Block, and Block doing a good job taking it up strong, trying to dunk it.
And Dearman has 4 personal. The last thing that Bruce Weber needs is to see him out of this game.
Well, he's been most of the Saluki offense here in the second half. He's been active on both ends of the floor, so it'll be interesting to see. I would imagine he leaves them in the game with only 4 minutes to go.
Keelan Block with 8 after hitting both free throws. Dearman has 4 fouls. Bruce Weber getting down to crunch time under 4 minutes to play.
You know, we could have blown an enormous budget building big, elaborate sets for our Prairie Farms ice cream commercials. But instead, we decided to put our money where your mouth is.
So he's want to make sure that he's setting the precedent. Didn't like that 4th foul called on Dearman. Wants to make sure the referees know that.
And Joshua Cross getting set to check into the game for the Salukis. He's on the sideline now. Here's Williams, who has a couple of threes and 10 points. Gives it up to Dearman. And a foul against Conte.
Maybe Bruce Weber's pleading with the referee during the timeout paid off that time. Get the 3rd foul on Conte, which could be key as well.
Dearman to the line. He has 12 to lead the Salukis in scoring. Now at 13.
Josh Cross back in the basketball game. Not moving real well. Looks like they retaped that ankle. I figure he's a pretty tough kid and he's a senior. He doesn't want to go out with a bum ankle. He's going to try to give it his all this last 3:43.
Dearman hits them both. The lead is down to 5. Dearman with 14. Keelan Block for Indiana State.
Southern needs a couple good defensive possessions.
This is Menser. Just under 3.5 to play.
Lorenz just a total non-factor, not looking to score, not looking to move without the basketball.
Menser trying another 3, couldn't get it to fall, and here come the Salukis the other way. Cross had Williams. Will it drop? Yes, and they count it.
How about Willis Reed coming back from the injury, runs the floor with the bum ankle and finishes the athletic play.
Cross with 10.
He's the last person I thought would be finishing the break after seeing come back after that ankle injury. Beautiful athletic play, put enough English on the basketball to get the roll. Nice kick ahead by Brandon Mells.
Can't complete it though. The lead is 3. At one point, Indiana State had it in double digits. Great look inside to Conte. Cross is hammered. Conte called for the foul.
How about Josh Cross coming off the bench? They retape his ankle. He finishes a layup in transition, misses the free throw, comes down. He's guarding the biggest player on the opposing team at 6'9". Strips the basketball, secures it, gets the elbow in the back of the head. Southern really needs him to step up and make these free throws.
Conte with 4 personal fouls. He's picked up 2 now in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, and Josh Cross really caught an elbow on the back of his head. That shows you how tough he is. He bounced right back up from that.
Hits the first. And here we go again. It's going to be down to the wire. 59-57.
It's amazing when these two teams get together.
The lead is 1. (59-58). Both sides come to their feet. Menser for Indiana State. The 2 games that these 2 teams have played have been decided by 5 points as Mells picks up the personal. Monday night, less than a week ago. Length of the court pass. Schroeder to Dearman to end it. For Royce Waltman, you know he doesn't relax, and now it's even getting worse. Menser hits the first.
Yeah, they really need to get this victory. I know they knew coming in this game that it wasn't going to be easy, especially after losing the 2 tough ones, but it looks like it's going to be just like the first 2.
Dearman pulls it away. Menser with 14 after the miss. 60-58.
See if they can't get Dearman a touch on the post.
Williams fouled by Howard.
They're calling it tight now. Kent Williams had this high screen by Dearman, decided not to go off the screen, instead went right with the crossover. Kent Williams does a good job off the dribble. A lot of people think he's just a stand-up shooter, but that time decides not to go off the screen, dips his shoulder a little bit, gets enough contact, gets the opportunity to go to the free throw line. He shot 178 free throws, which is a SIU record in his sophomore season. So he's smart enough, knows how to draw the contact, and as we said, shoots 82% from the line.
He has 11. And if he makes this, we are tied.
Kent has 11 points. He just finds ways to score the basketball. He's had a kind of a quiet game. Did have those 2 threes early in the second half, but when you look up at the end of the game, he almost always has 15 or 20.
And here we go again with 2:20 to play. We're tied at 60, and a timeout is taken. Part about it is that working with Bob Sunvold, former coach, that is doing television work now at the Valley, and he said the most impressive thing about the entire play was the fact that Schroeder threw it high and threw it on a line. I mean, it was, and the catch was good too, don't get me wrong, and turning around and hitting it, but the throw, just to get it that far.
Well, Indiana State had a guy in front of him and a guy behind him. If they could do it again, I think maybe they put somebody taller behind them, but they played it pretty well.
Yep. 60 all. With just over 2 minutes to play. The number 4, the number 5 seeds. Here is Howard, who has 12. Got it. He has 14. Marcus Howard had a total of 5 points in the previous 2 games against Southern Illinois.
Yeah, the freshman really came up big here today. Not only does he have 14 points, for the majority of the game, he's been guarding Kent Williams.
Good look underneath. 62 all.
Beautiful back screen to free up Dearman. Dearman went strong to the basket again. But again, that was all created by the back screen.
Dearman with 16. Keelan block to Wren. Block spinning and a foul.
Nice help side defense by SIU, but block quick enough and athletic enough. Likes to use that spin move, as does Matt Wren. A lot of the Indiana State players like to use that spin move, and gets in the lane, gets the opportunity to go to the free throw line. SIU just a little late. If you get there a little bit early, sometimes you can pick up the charge on that spin move.
Kent Williams now with 3 personal fouls after picking up the latest. And Block has 9. And a timeout is taken by Bruce Weber and the Salukis, who now trail it by 1 with 1:12 to play. More for Southern Illinois. Kent Williams with 3. That man, Jabril Conte, has 4 as well for Indiana State. 4 personal fouls. So, here we go.
Well, foul trouble does come into play, but you only got a minute 12, so you just got to play as hard as you can for the next minute.
Block hit them both. And both sides come to their feet. Block with 10. 3 players in double figures for Indiana State. Here's Cross. 1 minute to play.
Doing a good job trying to get Kent Williams open, trying to rub him off a couple screens, but he couldn't come out to catch.
Here is Schroeder. Shot clock is down to 8. Belcher pulls it back. Dearman is there. Has his man on his hip, goes up strong. No good. Conte has it.
Yeah, I thought Southern waited a little bit too long to get that ball into Dearman. With 6 seconds to go, they decided to make a play and just had a little bit of urgency to that shot by Dearman.
A 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. And the last man that you want to go to the line is heading there, and that is Mincer.
Well, yeah, you got a foul because you're down 2 with no shot clock left. Bruce Weber was pleading to his team to foul Indiana State. You can't really be picky about who you choose with 18 seconds to go, down 2, but Mincer's certainly not the guy you want going to the line.
And Mincer can make it a 2-possession game with 18.4 seconds remaining. He has 14. Make it 15. The senior hits the first.
I would imagine he'd hit this second one, and I don't think you have to have a three-pointer. You got enough time where if you can get something going at the basket and get a quick timeout, then you got maybe 10 seconds left.
That was the big one. And a timeout taken by Indiana State. It's 66-62. Arch Madness at the Savas Center.
The basket, get a quick layup because Indiana State's not going to want to foul, and then set up your defense, get another quick foul, make it a free throw shooting contest.
Williams will inbound for the Salukis. Gets it into Dearman. Back to Williams, and here we go. Salukis down by 4. Williams. Oh, that's too easy. A layup with 12.7 seconds to go.
Well, that's what we talked about. Indiana State does not want to foul. It appeared to be very easy, and it was easy for Kent Williams, but I'm sure Royce Waltman said, hey guys, no fouls, just play solid defense. I think that was a little easier than Royce Waltman would have liked, though.
Well, let's turn now for our...
Their pace picked up their intensity after that technical foul.
The lead is 2 after they hit the free throws. 12.7 seconds remain.
You got to try to get a quick steal. If you can't get the steal, you got to foul right away. Try not to let Michael Menzer catch the basketball.
And Block does, so Keelan Block will go to the line, shooting 74%. Out of Kansas City, Missouri. Block has 10 in this game. Belcher picked up the foul, his second. 2 big ones here.
Well, this is the really big one right here. This makes it a 4-point ball game if he knocks down this free throw. Then you got to start shooting the 3.
And a timeout taken. Tremendous. Block, 1 free throw to go. Just over 11 seconds to play.
And if you're Southern, you probably want to get the ball to Marcus Belcher either way. Let him either go all the way down and take the layup, or penetrate down and try to get somebody to guard him and kick it to Williams or cross for a 3.
He misses it, and here we go. Williams, 8 seconds on the clock. Williams against Menzer. Has a good look. Doesn't get it. Conte has it, and that's going to do it. Indiana State is going to win. The number 5 seed advances in Arch Madness. A thriller again down to the wire, 67-64. Williams had a good look, didn't he, Scotty?
You can't ask for a much better look. Although it was off the dribble, he created enough space to rise up. From our angle, it looked pretty good, Danny. I thought it was going down, but credit Indiana State. They did a great job.